Okay, so in this video, we're going to be dealing with this problem here, and it's a word problem. I like word problems in mathematics because it kind of connects mathematics to the real life. Many people try to say that mathematics is never going to be used in the real life. Why learn it? It's going to be used. It's going to be used a lot. It's present everywhere around you, and you are probably going to use it as well in many different ways, in many different situations. You might not even know that you're using it, but you're going to be using it. So let's look at this problem 32 here, modeling with mathematics. A woodworker wants to earn at least is an important when dealing with inequalities, $25 an hour making and selling cabinets. He pays $125 for materials. Write and solve an inequality. So it's an inequality that represents how many hours woodworker can spend building the cabinet. Now, it seems like there's not enough information here, except when I see to the right, when we get this piece of information, we are actually complete. This piece of information here is claiming that the cabinet is sold for $500. So that's how much the woodworker gets after selling the cabinet. So we have 25 here. 25. Okay, that's the number we have. And this represents what the woodworker wants to earn an hour. Okay, this is at least. It's not equal to, it's at least. So that means it's supposed to be greater than or equal to. This left side is supposed to be how much the woodworker makes in an hour. And it's supposed to be, by the woodworker, he or she wants at least $25 an hour. So this left side is supposed to be how much the woodworker makes in an hour. Let's see how we can set this up. So if the profit is on the top, that's $500 minus 125, because this is the revenue, these are the costs, which represents the profit. This is how much the woodworker basically makes overall with this project. And then we want to divide this by h. Now, why did I divide this by h, and what is h? I didn't define this variable yet. 500 minus 125 is the total profit, the total money that the person gets in this project, doing this project. If we divide that by the number of hours, h, that represents how much the person gets, the woodworker gets, in a single hour, in an hour, okay? So that's 500 minus 125 over h represents how much the person got working for an hour, how much the person makes, how much the woodworker makes in an hour. And that's supposed to be greater than or equal to 25. And we have this in terms of h, how many hours the woodworker can spend building the cabinet. So this works out, right? This is our inequality, okay? So let's solve it now. Let's solve it. So let's multiply by h here to both sides of this equation. And here h's will cancel, and then this is going to be 500 minus 125 is greater than or equal to 25h. Some people can actually just write it like this originally instead of this, but I think I like this version first, the first version, a little better. Now we can combine like terms. We could have done that up here as well, but this is going to be what? 375, right? 75, and then, yeah, 375 greater than or equal to 25h. Just divide by 25. So h is going to be less than or equal to. I just flipped it over because I'm writing in this way. So greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. It's 375 over 25. So what's that going to be? Let's see. Let me guess. So 25 times, maybe, let's try 7. I don't know. 7, 14. Yeah, this is not enough. This is not enough at all. 25. And what was I thinking? It's gonna be greater than 10. So let's try 15 maybe. 25, 12, 0, 5, 2. Yeah, this is it. 375. Okay, yeah, this is our answer. So 15 is our answer. 15. And so the 15 hours, I'll not write hours, 15. And h, I forgot to define this variable earlier. H is number of hours worked by the woodworker. For this work by the woodworker for this project. And that is it. So this would be your answer right here. This would be This would be your answer, because this is the solve part. And then the initial inequality would be 500 minus 125 over h. I would write it out like this instead of simplifying because it kind of makes sense. Your thought process is kind of evident here if you were on a test or something. And this would be it. I like this question here. It kind of makes you set up your inequality in a way that you got to think a little bit. The only thing that I would kind of point out on this problem is that this 500 is not very evident. You gotta some people would just think this is an image just to show you like just an image of the cabinet the woodworker's working on. But even here you have a number, and that number is important in order to solve this problem. So I hope you found this video helpful.